talking, and he says it like this. He says, whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves, take up their cross, and follow me. Follow me. So everybody's following somebody, something. Who are you following? And I'm thinking back to high school, is freshman year, trying to make a name for myself. I just want to be accepted. I want to be respected and loved and liked. I want people to know my name. So I play football because that's what you do. And so I'm trying to play football, trying to be cool, and I get the opportunity to go to my first real party. And by real party, I mean the kind of party that doesn't have pin the tail on the donkey at Chuck E. Cheese. It's the kind of party your mama doesn't drive you to. It's a party out in the woods, kind of by an invitation only. So my friend just got his driver's license. Somehow we found directions to this party in the woods, and so I pay $5 to some guy at the gate to some dirt road, and he gives me a red Solo cup. And so with my little red Solo cup, I start following the crowd of people walking towards the back of some guy's truck that's got a couple of kegs. A lot of people are stumbling already, stupid drunk, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, what's the price that I'm willing to pay to be popular, if this is what popular is, or if this is what I want? And so I'm inching closer to the back of this truck with the kegs, holding my little red Solo cup, and I feel this huge hand like engulf my shoulder, and there's this sudden moment of just extreme panic. And I turn around and I see who's holding my shoulder, and it is the alpha male stud athlete of my high school. He's a couple grades older than me, and everybody knows him. He's the kind of guy that the girls want to be with, and the guys just want to be him. I mean, I want to be him. This guy was a stud, and I'm thinking, what's he gonna say to me? Like, am I busted? He's gonna tell me, hey, get out of here, loser. This party's only for the cool people. Instead, he said words that absolutely stunned me, and I still remember them today. The alpha male athlete told me, don't follow in the footsteps. Don't follow in the footsteps? I'm like, who else's footsteps would I want to follow in? You're the man. And there's a lot of wisdom there. Like, the world's never enough. Even if you could gain the whole world and lose your soul, it's never enough. And so Jesus offers something else. It says, deny yourself. And so that night, at that party, I was conflicted because I was in an opportune moment to deny myself. Just get out of here. But like, don't even get on this path. I think that's what the high school athlete was saying to me was, I've been down this path long enough to know it doesn't go anywhere. Even if you reach the pinnacle of it, it's not worth it. So get off that path. Deny yourself. I wish I would have listened to that advice then. It took me a few years for it to sink in and for me to get my own experience, because I've learned the hard way. I don't know about you, like, hey, don't touch that plate, it's hot. All right, well, I gotta feel how hot it is. Don't follow in my footsteps. Oh, let me give it a shot, maybe I can do it better. So have you been in the same place where you're like, I'm just conflicted, like worlds colliding, I know what's right, I know the good path? It surprises me how easy it is to ignore that voice of wisdom. Just tune it out, going, because I want what I want. And this might not be right in the long run, but at least for right now, it feels good. So Jesus says, deny yourself. Not trying to cramp our style or make life less enjoyable. In fact, he's trying to give us a better life, a life that's free from the regrets of sin and the sin that so easily ensnares, like it traps us. Jesus is just trying to free us from that. So deny yourself, those things, and then follow after me. Take up your cross, even, he would say. And this is before, we would understand Jesus beat the cross. And so we use the cross as like a symbol of victory. This is before all that. He's telling his disciples, take up your cross. I mean, that means die to self for me, die with me even. And if there's anyone I want to die with, I mean, there's people I love and there's people I would die for. there was only one that I would choose to die with, and that is Christ. And I die with him any day because he doesn't stay dead, right? He beat death. He rolls back his home tombstone. He's more powerful than the grave. So if Jesus Christ says, take up your cross, I go, all right, Jesus, as long as you're with me. Because Jesus has never given us a command that he didn't follow himself, right? He took up the cross. He stretched out his hands across the cross beam, and they were nailed in that position, like so you would know how much he died loving you. And from the cross, he screamed out to the Father, into your hands I commit my spirit. That sounds a lot like someone who's denying themselves. So who are you gonna follow? Because everybody's following somebody. I want to challenge you, I want to encourage you, man, just follow after Jesus Christ, because he's the way, and he is the truth, and he is the life. And no one comes to the Father but through Jesus. So follow Jesus and live. All right, thanks. Peace, y'all. Woo! Barely made it through the gate.